Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Part 15 of this Let's Play Beginner's Series. It's not a Beginner's Guide, it's just a Beginner's Series. I should probably rename it. Yeah, this is where we got left off. Look, it started so nice, it looks so good, and then we're going to fix this. This is what we're going to fix. So we set it up last night, it's working. As you can see, it's all... I kind of went downstairs, made myself a cup of tea. I come back upstairs, and this is how it was. So, yeah, looking pretty good. It's all stacked up nicely. We just need to tweak this a little bit. So, let's have a look at what we can do and where we're going to start from and how we can make this, you know, better. Because that's kind of what we need to do at the moment. So, let's start with the basics, shall we? Of which... kind of need to look at where this is going. So, we've got these steel pipes coming down here. So as a result, these steel pipes are going straight up that way and also going into here. Yep. So let's change this. Let's change this first. We can actually move this to come from this way. Out here. Over here. And we can change this one to go this way. And it can, a splitter can be right here next to it. We can go straight down there. We need to come a little bit higher. So we'll come up to a second floor. But let's fix these pipes out first. So how do we do that? Well, it's very straightforward and very simple. First of all, we're going to move this splitter. We can move this. Let's go. Okay, and we can put onto here. Now, the way that we're going to do this is we're going to go, and there's multiple different ways to do this. There's no right or wrong answer, but this is just the way that I'm going to do this. We're going to have a splitter, and our splitter needs to be on here, right? So what we're going to do is put this down here, like so. Press H, because we know we're lined up in the right place for this now. And we're going to move this over to where it needs to be, which is going to be right here. So this is where this needs to go. We're going to put it down. And then we're going to put another one on top. Okay? We'll get rid of the bottom one. And now what we're going to do is get rid of this. Now, because it's coming out of this hole, this is totally fine. All we need to do, we don't need to do anything downstairs, which is what's so beautiful about this. We click once, and then click twice. Choosing the level we want this to be at. And all we're simply going to do, we don't even need to connect it, it's there. Already there. Now what we can do is run this straight down to where we want it to go. And we can choose from here to here. And we just need to get rid of this. And then just as a final part here, we go from here down to here. And that already is going to be our second layer. We can do it like that. And it's going to be so much cleaner. Now, we are kind of on top of this one, and that doesn't really look the best. So you could argue that we could go up another floor. Just to make this even cleaner. Because again, we don't want this to not look right. So, what we'll do, go for that splitter that we talked about. Press H so we can get it into the right place. Line it up so it's where it needs to be. Also line it up so it's where it needs to be this side. So it's in exactly the right place. Place one down. Do a second one, and we're going to have to do a third one. So this is actually becoming a little bit higher than we wanted it to be now. But we can have this floor. Like so. And that might be a bit too steep to come down here. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. That might be alright. We could also We can also lift this up a little bit, so we don't even need to do this. We could just do this here. And because this is coming out of the floor like so, could even just do this. Then we can just straight into here. Ah. Looks like that was the wrong one. There we go. So press R to change it to the other direction. Perfect. So now it's going to come down and we don't have to mess about with it. I can even get rid of this if I want to. Nice and clean. So that's going to look a bit better than it did. It's not perfect. Definitely doesn't look good. It's not done. But it's going to be better than it was. And now we can do the same thing over here. So considering where we want this to come into, which was, I believe, this one. No, maybe. This one. Yes, because this no longer serves a purpose anymore, this one. Okay. But we might want to lift this one up as well. Ah, problem is that wasn't actually... Let's do that. So when we're putting these up like this, you can kind of figure out where it's going to look good. And it actually works like that. That looks fine. So what we're going to do, in tight spaces like this, we still put in the floor cover like so, as we need to. Then we can take this off. And again, this one, it doesn't actually matter how it goes up, right? We can go up any way because it's just going to go up. And again, doesn't matter. So we just put it up like that because it's the downstairs part. This acts as a brake, which means that we can put it up now wherever we need to. And actually, what we're going to do is bring it out here and then down. So what we want for this is actually to lift this up like so. And then, coming over here, we want it on this line, here in the middle, and on this line. So there we go. So to this line, back to, and then up, so it's level. There we go. This comes out, straight to there. So now this is on a higher level, but this is going to do exactly what we want it to do. That's going to come down here. It's going to come down here like so. Perfect. And you can have these multi-level systems just to make it a bit better. And again, we can polish and clean this up just so it works. But you might not want this like huge space. You might want like a little smaller logistic space, and you can definitely do that. Like, it works. But you've got options, and that's the thing that matters here, is you've got options. This can come straight down into here. We need it to kind of go through there though, right? Because that will be lined up there, so. A little bit of clipping happening there that we need to fix. So we can move that, that's fine. Okay. Next one that we want to fix. Right, let's do another one. So, that's part done there. Let's do this one. This one's quite a nice, easy one. So from here, you can just come straight out. We're looking for this line. Back to. straight in. Again, just cleaner. Much cleaner. And then for this one, it's going to come down here. Same thing. We come out. This one's a little bit harder to do because of where we're coming from, so... Yeah, it's not the best, but it does work. This actually isn't on here straight either, which is weird. That's not straight. I don't know why. It's a weird angle. We can figure that out later. We can do the same thing here by lifting this whole thing up. We also need to lift this one up. So that's going to be the modules coming through. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll put a splitter on here. And another one. I actually think that'll be alright. I don't think we need to go any lower than that. So to put those modules into here, we'll actually just take that one down. And instead, we'll come out this way. Now the modules are going to be on this line. So this is as far as we need to go. We'll go back to. Come up. Right, so that one's not going to let us put it down there. Okay. So let's do this. We'll lift this up. Like so. And actually, we only need to clear the other belt, so... that should be fine. Too far, we only need to go to there. Perfect. Just kind of snapping into these, which is not ideal, but is what it is. I want to go into over there, so oops. Snap into here. Click once, then set your height. Better. And then into there. Alright, so that works, that's perfect. And then what we're going to do is from here, we'll come all the way back to here. We're going to change this one so it's facing a different direction. So this will be here on this line. Means we want to come back to, click, make one bit higher. And then this one, same thing, we didn't actually put the thing down. Which means, oh, careful don't die. One floor hole. And take this off and put it back on again. Now we've got the floor hole to deal with. Makes it a lot easier. One lift. We want the lift to go this way, and we want it to come up a bit. And then we just simply want to connect that into there. There we go. So now all of this can go because we don't actually want this. So we'll get rid of that. That cleans that whole section up. It's not perfect, but we're getting there. Also, we can move that one now. We don't need it. And also that one. So into here, which is where we're going to store them. Put that down. To there, and then that is just very clean and into there. Perfect. So again, we're just making this whole system look so much nicer. And whilst this is higher and it's all, you know, different levels and things like that, for now it kind of works. We can improve and make this better. And this is, some people have thousands of hours in this game or several hundred hours in this game before they get to a point where they start cleaning up like this. So it's really good to be able to do this. And already it looks so much better. We're almost there. We're almost there. There's a couple of little things we still need to tweak and sort out and clip and finish. But overall, much better than it was already. Much better than it was. So we need to fix this plating issue that we've got. And we also need to fix this. We've got an issue here as well that we need to sort out. So this is this kind of sandbagging issue, right? That's coming down here. So we need these sandbags. They're going to come down here and down to there. So what we're going to do, because if you look at this, it's on a straight line from one to the other. So in order to do this, because that's all it is we're going to remove this first and foremost. Then we can kind of get rid of this line. Nice and clean. Alright. And this, we're just going to go that way. We'll just put it up a little bit. Just for now. Again, not perfect, but just for now. Next one we're going to do is this. We'll do the same thing here. Put it up a little bit. And now we'll just connect from there. Again, this isn't done yet. To here. That's going to be so much easier. Now, the problem we've got is it needs to go a little bit higher still because of this one. We don't want, obviously, this crossover happening here. But we'll get there and fix that. We just need to make that a bit higher. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll get rid of that. Put it back on there. This time we're going to go one higher. Do the same thing here. So we'll take off that. Get rid of that. And again, we're just going to go that little bit higher. And there you go. I don't think we even went as high as we needed to go. A bit of a tilt there, but it worked for now. This one, actually, I think I went a little bit too high. I can actually try and get this right. There you go. Much better. Alright, so that's clean. Let's keep going. Next. So far, starting to look really good. Only one we've got to fix now. We've got to fix the... But there's actually still a couple we need to fix. Let's do this one next. Because that one's a bit of a mess as well. So this one is splitting to there. So I think we can clean this splitter up, but where's it going to? It's kind of going down to here, right? So what if we actually did it this way? So take it out of here. I bet it's not. Oh, it's coming out of the floor, so that's good. Okay. And then we'll put it there, but we'll raise it up a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. And then in terms of the splitter, we'll put another one on. And we should be able to. That's not going to work because of that one, so we are going to have to go up one more. So from this top one here, we're actually going to go into here. Okay, that should be like so, and this one we're going to have to take out and put in again, but a bit higher. Put it down here. Now the problem is we've got this one. So, alright, we'll put it there for now. And then we're going to have to come down to this, so... Okay, work in progress. That one works. It obviously has a bit of a kink in it, but it does actually work, so that's fine. Overall, I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but we're getting there. It's definitely better than it was. Alright, we need to get this one into here. Where's that coming out from? Alright, so this one is going into here, so it's just straight out of there, straight into there. I think for this one we can actually come around the back here, maybe? Just going into here, right? So the way it's going into there, that's perfect. So what we're going to do is turn this one around and we're going to lift it up one. Okay, so nice and easy. We'll face it that way and lift it up to there. Same thing here. We'll lift this up. Keep it the same weight. Oh, it kind of feels like it might be a bit too high, but we'll try it there. So what we're trying to do is get to this one. We're trying to bring it to there, like so. I don't know why that was so high. That was a bit high. Like it pushed it up higher than it needed to go, and I don't know why, but it works. It's definitely cleaner than it was. Everything else there's cleaner now. We need to sort this one out, which is carnage. So the problem we've got with this one, that I can see at the moment, is it's coming across multiple levels. We need to lift it a little bit, but not too much. So take one out of there, and we're going to leave that facing the way it's facing, but we're going to go up one. But I think the problem is one's going to be too high. Because now it's going to be the same height as this. Which I don't think works. It needs to come out of here. It's better than it was. It's not. It's definitely not right, but it's better than it was. I think that might actually clear it, you know. Maybe not. Bit of clipping, but if it was steel plates, I might actually be okay with that. But no. Okay, but that's fine because it just means that we can go higher here because this can still go higher. And then when this comes down, it can actually come down here. So that's fine. We can fix that. Perfect. So again, just another little clipping issue finished there. It actually works. It's still a bit spaghetti, but it's not clipping. So we're not too worried about the spaghetti. We're cleaning it up, but we're getting rid of the clipping issues, getting rid of the stuff that just doesn't work. The problems that we've got here, like this one and the other one. Right, there's just a few more little bits to go. So this one here, that looks okay. That looks okay. This one's a bit of a mess. So what I think we do is pull this forward to here so it goes straight in. That's the first thing we can do. So let's do that. Into there and into there. We'll get rid of that. And actually I think we can just build this out. Press H. We're going to line this one up, which is perfect. Line this one up, which is perfect. So that's where that one's going to go. And then we can get rid of this part. And instead, in fact, we can probably get rid of the whole part here. So that bit there can just go straight from there into there. And this part is from there into there. So that's cleaner already. But now we need to fix this part, which is still a bit of a mess. So we can get rid of a lot of what we had here, which is this bit. And this bit. We haven't fixed it. Because we still have this. So still need to fix that one, which isn't ideal. Maybe we can go for a lift on here and then like so. Again, this is not perfect. No, it's too much. Doesn't work. Right, that's going to have to stay there for now. It's bothering me, but it's, yeah. Not much I can do about that. So that all looks good. That all looks good. That one's working. That all looks good. So now we've got this one to fix. This is another challenge that we got. Which is basically just, when we think about it, all of these are just going into here, right? And they can actually go into anywhere. They can go into any of them. Like, there's no right or wrong as to where those go. So I think what we could actually do is bring them out further. Or straight down even. Put them into a different place. In fact, I would argue with this. Can't lift it up, unfortunately, because there's that underneath it. That's a shame. But we could potentially put it into here instead. And just run it straight down there. So I don't actually know what is in this. Okay, so that has in it cable. Just coming in from that one. Okay. So that's the way in, right? Yeah. And then we've got this issue. Oh, wait, hold on. No, we're not using this one anymore, are we? Because we've changed it. So that doesn't... We don't need that anymore. Or do we? Oh, no, we just haven't finished connecting this one up yet. Oh, my bad, my bad. Yeah, I don't think we're using this. Because we're going up here now instead. So this is all obsolete. So that can go. Even better. Also, that one's obsolete as well. And that means all of this. This needs to be done. So we'll get rid of this. And this. And this. And this. And that. We'll pick this one up. So about there, I believe. Ah, look, so that needs to go into there. So that comes out of here. Does one or two things. First thing it does, it goes into here. Which is there. Wait, hold on. Where is this? That line there. Clean. Nice and clean. But the problem with it is actually this one. So we can do that, but that can't go that way. It has to come out there, which is fine. And then it has to come over here. That can just stay there for now. That works. This one can... come down like so. Okay. It's better. It's working. It's not fixed, but it's better. Is that full, or is that just not working? That can't be full. Oh, it is full. Wow, okay. Let's take some of that out. Needs some more storage. So let's just chuck a couple of these down for now. Just as a store all. Because in here... got all kinds of crap in it. Steel beams. I need steel beams. I don't have enough steel beams. Which will be over here. That one? Are they in this one? No, they're in the next one. Grab them. Right, I'm just chucking a couple of these down here. These are just like overflow for now. Just so I can clear out the stuff down here, because there's a load of mess down here. But that one's cool. That one's cool. That one's cool. I think there was another one that I did. Yep, that one. Also a little bit of a mess. That one's fine. Wow. Got to start getting rid of some of this stuff. There we go. All nice and clean. Got no concrete now. Alright, I think that's most of this. There's probably a couple of bits that I've got to fix, but overall that's going to be, yeah, just those sheets that I'm aware of. I think that might be the last one though, right? Even the screws actually work. It's a bit spaghetti junction, but it's just these sheets. These sheets are the only ones that are going to cause me this carnage. I can't fix. I can fix it by going like around and like I can come down here rather than going into there. But that's all just a little bit messy at the moment. Yeah, it's not clean. That's the only thing that's annoying me is it's not clean. We'll take that out of there. We'll come around this way. That would work. It's not clean, but it would work. Looks a bit spaghetti junction. Still needs cleaning up, but overall, it's definitely spaghetti junction. It doesn't look great, but we can work with this. We can fix it. We can sort it out later. We can move that one over so that that's in a straight line down there. So that will be the next thing to do. Oh, that was a mistake. All right, so this one, we're actually going to move. It faces this way. Even easier. And then that will get rid of this problem here. So again, it's just finding problems and then getting rid of them one at a time. There's still a little bit of clipping going on, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was. Wait, what? Yeah, to here. I would argue I could actually go the other way. I think that still works. That's much cleaner, much better. Alright, so still like right angles are the best. Using elevators, doing everything properly. If I did that... See, what I want to do here is actually introduce a lift right here that would work with this. Like that. Because then I can go from there to there and from there to there. And that's going to look so much better. That actually does work. But for the right clearance, that one does need to go up a little bit higher, which means I need to get rid of this one. Put that one on there. Is that the right height? There we go. Look at that. That looks so much better already. So much cleaner. That one would would need to come through there, so... Do you know what? Do you know what? I think we're going to do that. I think I figured out how we're going to do this. Bit messy, but let's try this. We're going to put a... it's going to clip on there. I can fix that, though. I think I would rather this. Is that going to be high enough? I don't know if it's going to be high enough. And then we're just going to go straight from there into there. So this is a bit too high, but... Oh, look at that. Ah, it clips. That's so sad that that clips onto there. Need to go a little bit higher still. But it's still so much better than it was. I'd rather the clipping, I think, a little bit of clipping than I would the spaghetti junctions. This already looks so much better than it did when we started this video. It's not done. It's not done, but it's so much better than it was. Look at that. Now, we could do this over multiple floors. We could do this as we've done it here and just enclose the whole thing. Or we could just move the machinery around. That's another thing we could do. But overall, I'm happier with this. It's not where I want it to be, but it definitely feels better than where it was. And I've even taken into consideration things like this because that's technically not clipping, look. I mean, that is. This would be better maybe going the other way. But then we've got this to contend with, and it's such a nice straight line, I don't want to edit it. Well, anyway, we'll fix it. Overall, just a lot better than it was. A lot better than it was. Alright, so let's have a look at what's going on down here then. Steel pipes are missing. Why are we not getting steel pipes in? We are getting steel pipes in. They're not coming through? They look like they're coming through now. Oh, okay, so they're not actually coming through down here. Well, that would make sense. Why would they? Why would they when they're not even connected? That's better. So this machine should be kicking into a gear now. It's got everything it needs to work. It's constructing these. Nice. That took a lot of work, but we got there. We're going to feed these pipes in. Get this full. Look at that. We've got 18 of them already. There we go. Kicking into gear now. The only thing we've got to check is our power consumption, which we are pretty high on. So now we've just got a power consumption problem. This looks like it's actually done. It is. Okay, right, let's chuck those. Chuck all of that in there. A few more coupons. Hold on, did we just get rid of our fuel? No, we just don't have any fuel. Where is our fuel? We must have taken some out right and put it on the roof. There is a way onto the roof, don't worry. We can just jump up here, climb up the side of this, climb up onto here, and then we're up here. Where's our fuel? There it is. Okay. I'll take that as well, and all of those. Nice. So this is just like extra storage for us, which is great. Now I've got to think about the resource sinks and how we're going to deal with those. This is much better now. We'll just close up that foundation there. And then, yep, this is pretty much done now. So what we can do with this now is leave it as it is. Like, this is just all the upstairs now, alright? We can leave this as it is. It all works. Let's put the roof on. So we've got a room in here. This is all working. And we can check this out to make sure it's all operating as it should be. It's going to take a little while. This one's only operating at 50%. We can figure out why things are working and why they're not. Looks like this one's turned off. No power, maybe. This one has no power. So little things like that where we can find out what these problems are. Oh, need a few of those. That was handy. And we can... Sometimes the hitboxes on them can be a nightmare. Okay, so now that won't be at 50% anymore because this will be coming through as well, which was holding it up. So that will solve a whole load of that problem that we had there. Not too keen on these red lights either. We'll fix the lighting. Lighting's the next problem we're going to deal with. But that room's done. Let's come into here. This room, again, we need to fix lighting issues in here. We can do that later. But just a quick check. This one's only at 74%, which is interesting. This one's at 75%, but maybe that's a screw issue. You're backing up. We can fix that. We'll look into that. That one's at 100%. That one's at 100%. So we'll see what's going on with the screws. We'll fix that up. Because we've got 60 coming out there and 60 coming out there. We've got 120 coming out the top. Got this whole open area here now. And we've got this area here, which you're not even really using, to be honest. All of that's going into the sink. We'll chuck that in with it. Just get rid of the stuff we don't need at the moment. We actually do. We have so much stuff right now. Really good. I did say once that was done we were going to stop that, but yeah, we will. Alright, not much in there. Loads in there, so... we don't want to kill all these pipes, but we'll take a few. Again, this is just stuff to go into the awesome sink. Just fill that up. This should be working at 100%, which it is. Great, so we're making loads of these. This should be working at 100%. It's not, it's at 33% because we haven't got enough screws. Screws is the problem here. This is working at 49% because we haven't got these, but that's because we haven't got enough screws. So we need more screws. Not really enough. Let's go and see if the screws are coming through okay. If they're working at 100%. 87%. Okay. And 87%, so... Alright, let's figure this problem out then. So, we've got 60 coming out of here, 60 coming out of there, which means this should be a Mark II belt, because that's 120 coming down there. 120 coming down there, splitting. We've got 60 going down there, and we've got 60 coming down here. Splitting again, which means we've got 30 going into storage, and we've got 30 going this way. We don't really have enough to go into storage at the moment, so we're actually going to cut this pipe right now. And that means that all 60 are going to come straight through here. They're going to come up and over, and again, we just fixed this, so it's going to take a bit of time. But that's going to come into here, which if we were to open up, is going to be the problem we had. We're going to have 60 coming in, we need 90 coming in. So because of that, 60 now, that will be perfect. But it does mean that we can't overclock that anymore, which means we're going to be making 5 reinforced plates. This one is 5 reinforced plates coming in, so that's perfect. That's perfect. So we're going to be making those. But we're going to have no reinforced iron plates left over, but that's kind of cool because we don't need them. So that works. This one looks good. That's working. All right. So then in here, we've got that. We're making an abundance of them and not really using them, but that's cool. Oh, look, we've got loads of screws in here. We'll take all them screws for now. Loads of pipes, loads of this. Nice. Actually, let's not take those screws because we're going to need them, right? We'll put them across there. We'll just take a quick 1,000. Because that'll be enough to put into this machine to keep it going until everything comes in. Just top it up. And if we come into here where the screws are. See, this is where the screws are coming out. That one's actually full, so it's alright. That one's full as well. So yeah, we're good. We're good for screws. We fixed the screw problem we had. That's better. Let's check the power out. It's getting better. It's getting better. A bit. Just need to put a little boat on that. Rough seas ahead. We're good. Okay. I think there's cool. That's all good. Have we got any? No, we're good there. Alright, let's have a look. What can we do? We can do logistics. We've definitely got enough for the Mark IV logistics, but we want to do this as well, so we need these computers, right? I think we do the pipeline engineering just to get rid of it. That one's out of the way then. We really want to get the monorail out, but that's a lot of work to do, and this isn't really going to do anything once we do this, but we are going to get a fuel generator. Let's do that. So for this, I'm going to need to make 50 of those. I've got 31 already, but I also need to make computers. Computers are going to be a challenge because we need to make another manufacturer to do computers. So everything we've just done, we need to do again. But this time we need to do it for that. And that can be quite challenging. So we're going to need screws in, plastic in, we're going to need... And so what we might want to do now instead is just set up a separate loop. Because otherwise moving stuff around, bringing it in, it's going to get quite overwhelming, quite challenging. And we need to look at what needs to come out and how we're going to move it. So we need cables to come out. Plastic, which we don't have here. And that's quite a lot of stuff we're going to need. But we do need, we are going to need to make computers because we need computers for this. We need 100 there. And we need 50 there as well. So we do need computers. So now that we've set up this heavy modular frame, which we've just done, the heavy modular frame is now done and should be working properly. Coming over here and having a look, we've got these frames, excess. We've got loads of this now, which is great. Loads of this. Perfect, that's full. I guess we should probably take all of that and get rid of it. And this one's empty. So, wondering if we've got any space in here. A little bit. 10 of those. So this is working. It's really nice that that's working. We got some screws. Not enough screws. Only 300 screws a minute. We definitely don't have enough screws. Definitely don't have enough screws. So now what we need to do is we need to up our screw game. Which means we're going to need more power shards. Or more iron coming in. So we can upgrade the belts. Bring that in more. And then either add more to the line so we can add more screws now in that room because that's why we cleared that room out, or we can just overclock them. Overclocking them does have diminishing effect, but yeah, we're definitely having a screw problem at the moment. We can actually go ahead and build a couple more of these, I think. Put some awesome sinks in here. Take the one out of the other room. I think we've actually got 3 of them, if I recall correctly. There's that one there. And there's that one there. Okay, so we only have 2 at the moment. But we have 3. I think we got rid of the other one. No, Oh, good. We're actually moving over so far. We're almost to where the water was. So we're almost to where the coal is at the moment. Which is interesting. I guess we can probably build out to that. Haven't really got any foundations at the moment. Let's go and grab some foundations. Grab a little bit of that. Coming over here, grabbing a little bit of this. Nice and easy. Oh, we're going to burn that. In fact, we'll burn 2. Nice. It's pretty cool. Kind of build in like this. Thinking we might build out like that. Just create like this little jungle effect. That's pretty cool. And then we're actually up here, which is nice. We need to extend this because we need more power. But this is all working really well at the moment. Let's check the coal out. Oh, we're full up of coal. We've got so much coal, so... Alright, let's do this. Let's, yeah, because look, these are smashing out of capacity at the moment. I think we've got all the water we can get, though. Yeah, we're actually going to need to make another one of these. That will go there. Right, so we can put that there, have another one of those, and we can just double that up. Double our power outage, which we're going to need to do. Looking pretty good, though. I mean, look at our factory. It's definitely growing. Think about where we started, those humble roots, those beginnings, and where we are now. There's still a lot more that we need to do. We're not quite done yet. They want to polish a few more things, make things a few more things efficient. We need to move up to these computers. Computers are definitely a challenge for us. We want to make sure that we're getting the computers out. Yeah, I don't actually know the best way to do that yet. We'll figure that out as we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll deal with that. So for now, as where we are. 541 power going out. Alright, so we're over. We're actually at 541.4. Wow, okay, so we are flatlining perfectly. So we've got perfect power generation. Everything's working absolutely perfectly right now. It was. Which is nice, but... we definitely need more power. Let's see what we need for that. Let's get this ready. So... from a reduction point of view, we want one of those. And in terms of coal generator, because that's not too bad. We'll go for another 3 of those with another power outlet. Cool. So I guess for now we will need to find the resources that we're going to need. I don't actually know where everything is. I don't think we've got any reinforced. Right, we need copper sheets, so that's good. We got those. Cables, that's good. We got those. Hmm. We've got no space left. Let's just chuck that in there for now. There we go. We need rotors. I don't think we're not actually making rotors though, right? I don't think we're actually making them right now. Let's get that out because we want modular frames in there. This is the same. Let's get those out because that's not what's in there. That's not what's in there. That's fine. That's good. Alright, there's a few things we're not making. Oh no, of course, that won't work. I keep doing that, but it won't work because it's going the wrong way. Actually need them, we haven't got enough of them. And I don't think we're making enough of these. So we're going to need some more. Okay. What do we need? Iron plates and rotors. Wow, we are. We're struggling. We're missing some of the basics. Plates and screws. I need plates and screws. Screws. Got loads of them now. That's good. Why I got screws in here as well? Okay, that's just screws by mistake. That should be like that. Plates. Nice. And then rotor's going to need some of this. And maybe some of these. Alright, we'll see what we need. Right, we'll make the reinforced iron plates to start with. Then we need to make the rotors. I think we've got just 8 of these. We're not going to make all of them. We're just going to make 2 more. So what we need to make now, because we took them all out the beta room, didn't we? We didn't put them back in. That was my fault. We need to put more of these in here, more of these machines. So I need more assemblers. We're going to put these in here like so. 4 more. We'll get them working and then we'll hook them up. Alright. We can just use them. So that one's going to make reinforced iron plates, which is just going to need iron plates and screws. That's working. This one is going to make rotors, which is going to need screws and iron rods. Perfect. Alright, so at least we're making some stuff. That's good. Let's go for a storage box for now, just for a moment. Again, just until we can fix this and sort it out. Steel beam and steel pipes. Oh, why not? Because they're all being used. Oh wow. Okay. Need that. Gonna need to make some more steel beams. Is that enough? I don't even know if that's going to be enough. No, I need like 20. Wow. You know what I'm going to do just for now, because I've got so many pipes. We're just going to turn this one on to make these as well. We need beams. Oh, we have so many pipes, but we just don't have enough beams at the moment. A little gap, and we should start getting 2 of them out. Oh, we need 20 of these. Eight more. Okay, get the last 2, and then we'll go and build that. Storage container, and then we're good here. Need a merger. Perfect. That'll work. Alright, so that's gathering those parts up. But these aren't connected up, which means that are not going to work unless we feed them. So I need screws. Screws being here. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Wait, what? Wait, what? I must have done it from the wrong way. My bad. I thought that was the way out. Ah, that's the way in, my bad. From here. Just don't judge me. Or do. I don't care. Right, that sorts out that screw issue for a second, and then we'll fix that. We'll go upstairs and fix that properly. What else was it? Iron plates. Got you. Do-do-do. Nice. Now this is what it's all about. Let's just see how we can fix this, because that's already going up. Okay, so we could feed these across here and then down here. Get rid of that. And then feed them in that way. It's not ideal, but it would work. And it would be better than clipping them. Or, the other thing we can do is just move these 2 machines over to the other side. Put them out there. Then that can go out, up and over. Just block this whole bit off. Just don't have this bit as a walkway. Interesting problems to deal with. More problems here with screws. Okay. They're not bad problems to have, like they're problems, but they're not bad problems to have. We just got to figure out how to make it work better. Is that right? Is that what's in there? There's nothing in there, it's just that's what's there. Okay, cool. Right, they're working for now. Is this one working? No, because that's also out of screws. There's really just a screw issue. Which I think is coming from this one. It's not even topping up at the moment. We just don't have enough screws. So massive screw shortage. That is going to be our next thing to fix. As we try and deal with this and get these basics back out. Alright, so just rotors and reinforced plates. That's going to allow us everything that we need to build out our power station, which we're working on. Get a new power station up because we are struggling at the moment, as you can see. So once that's done, it'll be a lot better. We are using a bit of this, but it's fine. We'll make this efficient. We'll clean this up. We've done most of it. We've cleaned most of it up. We'll just clean the rest of it up. And then we'll sort of lighting out next. And the electrics, so none of this clipping. And then we're in a pretty good position once that's done. I'm just going to take this out for a second. We're in a pretty good position once that's done. We've only got 3 coupons. I feel like we're burning so much stuff and getting nothing for it. We're still going to need 100 supercomputers. That's or 100 computers even. We can make computers in here, but we need plastic and we need circuit boards. So we need to get circuit boards on the go. Circuit boards are just plastic and copper sheets. I mean, we have... It's all on the roof, isn't it? Yeah. I need the plastic which is on the roof to make the circuit boards. That's all over here. I'll take that. I'll actually take that and that. And that. And some screws and some tickets. Oh look, we've got loads of them there. Oh wow, 50 there? I didn't even see that. Crazy. Alright. Oh, we've got loads. We've got so much stuff here. Oh, we need to go and start putting this stuff away, I think. Got like this treasure trove up here of all this stuff and I didn't even know. Let's... Right, let's look at what we need here. So computers is what we need to work on next. For this we need just those, which we have. So let's send that up and that can go. But before we do that, what do we need for this? Computers and these. Alright, so just more of those. They're making them so now, so that's fine. So let's that's pipeline Mark II. We don't need it, but let's send it. It's done.
Milestone reached. Improved pipelines and pumps can now be constructed, capable of handling increased throughput of any fluid, as well as providing increased pressure handling for better vertical transport, respectively.
Nice. That's what it's all about. I want to do Windows, but we don't quite have enough tickets yet. So, we need computers. We've got enough to make 14 computers. Let's have a look at what we can make. We need to make circuit boards. We can make 100 circuit boards, but it takes 6 seconds. So, circuit boards are definitely on the list of things we need, which I think we make from in here. Yep. So, I need... Alright. In here. That's it. I need these. And then that's going to allow me to make another one of these. I can't put that down. Oh, because of that. That's a little bit annoying. Just chuck that down. Because I want to get another one of these down. And then... Dun, 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 then we can fix that back up. So that was taking everything from here. I know that's not ideal and I know it's not a good idea and it's probably frowned upon, but I don't care. Not right now. I could have brought it all around. I'm just being a little bit lazy. because I want to get this done. Let me connect this up. We should have a power outage soon. This one we're going to make circuit boards with. That is going to need plastic and copper sheets. We've got loads of that. Alright. Here's our little constructor room working. We will put another one of these in here and we'll get rid of those two. But for now I just kind of want to get these out, so... don't even feel bad about it. Double the output. We're going to be absolutely hammering that power. Actually, 487, we're not that bad. Alright, 501. Okay. I'm going to be draining that battery, but that's fine. We've got the battery. We can put some more batteries up as well. We'll get those two sorted out in a minute. In here we've got... okay, so what are we missing? Ah, screws. We are... and also these. So... okay, I feel like we've got everything we need in here now, but... let's go and have a look at our production line. So this is why it's good to have a whole line for production. So we have screws. Are the screws just not going in then? No, they are going in. They're just not... ah, they're just not going in quick enough, right? We just... because we need 300 screws a minute. They're just not... ah, okay. Right, so then that means... wait, what is that? That's a lift 1. We need lift 3, which means we need steel beams. Alright, let me upgrade the screws, because that's a bottleneck that we can fix. Wait, what? Are we out? Wow. We need those steel beams, but those steel beams are just... they're like gone. Wow. We need to be making more steel beams. Can't because we just don't have enough. We need more iron coming in. Alright, so bottlenecks there as well. But we can start to see. Let's get this screw issue sorted, which is going to be this one. Oh, I need 12. Alright, so I need 12 of those. Okay, I think we're getting there. I think that's 12. We've got 15. We're okay. Okay. Alright, we'll see how this goes. So now that's going to be going quicker from there. What we need to do is come back up here and do the other side of it, because this also needs to be Mark 3. I think this is only Mark 1. And also this is only a Mark 1 belt. We're going to want to change that as well. We have run out of steel. So all the steel that is being used right now is great. It's just not quick enough. And so even though we're making it here, we're just not making it quick enough. And the reason for that is we don't have enough iron coming in. Oh, we didn't fix that either. So we have enough coal. Let me take the coal out of there. See if we can fix that problem there. Alright. I need like 12 of this. Okay. So again, this isn't going to fix anything at all, but it's going to help me because I understand what's wrong. Right, so that's going flying in there, but again, this is really slow here. So we can possibly mark to it for now to make it a bit better, but it's not going to be ideal. It'll be quicker than it is, but we need this to be, we need it to be faster. That's already Mark 2. So this needs to be Mark 3 going down here to get enough screws in. But we're not producing enough screws because you can see by the gap here. So even though it's better than it was, it's still not sorted. I mean, it's better there. But no, it's too much of a gap here. So this needs to be backing up before we can do this. Alright, that'll be better, but it's still not fixed. What happens if I go and stand on this? Is it? Huh. But it might zap me. Oh. Pretty cool. Fix that later. Our little porch. Nice. All right. So next thing we need to do, we're getting there. We're not quite there yet. Need more of these. So we're actually getting to a point where this is pretty much done now. That whole loop that we set up, we're probably gonna need more of these in the future. But for now we're not really struggling with these anymore. We've got like enough of this here to keep this going. So what we need to consider is, if we go back downstairs, what are we going to put into this machine over here? Plastic, which we need. Copper sheet, which we need. And that's going to make these circuit boards, which we need. Great. So now we've got these circuit boards. We can use those to make computers. We also need a load of other stuff as well. They take 18 seconds to make, but it's either in here or in an assembler. So we do need to make another assembler. But we could just put an assembler down and then just load it up and let it do its thing. Like, we don't have to plug it in. This is like the first step of doing this. Again, we're going to need power, so we need rotors and reinforced iron plates and copper sheets, which we're making. And we need a lot of these computers, but we're going to make them by hand to get rid of them. And then we're going to see how many we need after this. Like, we need 150 right now. It's not going to take too long to make them, but at the same time, we don't really want to be manually doing this if we can help it. So we could repurpose the thing that we got out there. But let's just see over here how this is going. Again, we need to clean this up. This is for another video. I'm not going to be able to do this today. This, for some reason, isn't connected up, and I don't know why. Because that should be coming through here. And I don't know why it wasn't. Ah, that'll be because this isn't. So that will need to go from there to there. The conveyor belt is too steep. Okay, that works now. Just means that this one isn't. And that was because this ran all the way through and this wasn't actually cutting through into it. So now it is. That means all these are going to be working. That's probably full. Screws in there, which we're going to need. Again, just cleaning all of this up, making the stuff that we need here. So knowing that we need some cables, we're going to have to go and grab that. Get those awesome sinks going. We're going to need another one of these. Only one coupon in there. Wow, okay. A lot going through, but it's just not going through quick enough. So let's Let's speed this whole process up a little bit. See if we can just put that stuff in there quicker. That's going to go in at twice the speed now. We can make it even quicker. We just need to push it in, but that's fine. That's going to work for now. And if you print the coupon and then you drag the coupons you've got and put them back in, it adds them back to it. And you can just leave them in there. They don't lose coupons. It's nice. Modular frames. What's the modular frames missing? Screws. Everything's missing screws. Just don't have enough screws here. Also don't have enough modular frames. Okay. Start putting some of this stuff away. To be honest, I haven't really got a lot to put away. Let's go and have a look at what we need. We already know. I'm just going to double check though. We've got Logistics Mark IV, and then we've got the monorail. So the monorail is going to be the easier one for us to do, provided we can get these in time, because I think for the logistics we've already got them, right? Yeah, so everything's done. So we need 100 computers for that, which is going to take some time. And the monorail we're actually going to get sooner, I reckon, because we just need 50 computers for that, and then we're good to go. And this opens up a whole new game loop. So much, because like if you have a look at what we're going to get from this with a monorail, we're going to get electric locomotives, which are used to move freight cars from station to station, but does require power, must be built on a railway. Freight cars that we can add to the electric locomotive, the railway, train station, freight platform, fluid platform, empty platform with catwalk, block signal, and a path signal. So there's a whole new game loop we're going to open up. Whole new game loop. And this is going to make transporting things much easier. So I think we're getting to the point in this factory now where we've kind of achieved everything we set out to do here. There's a couple of things we need to tweak. But I think the problem we have here is that we're trying to do too much, and it's getting quite complicated upstairs with all of the conveyors and things, and we can keep building up. But ultimately, kind of pulling all of this in is a bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to suggest is that we go and set up some dedicated facilities, and then we use a transport network to pull it into where it needs to go. And we have a production facility, we have a mining facility, and every building has a purpose. And they can be right next door to each other. They don't have to be like this, but because at the moment we've got these rooms. And these rooms are great. Like, I've really enjoyed building this. And it's been fun. And the thing is, every time you play, you learn something new, you do something new. And that's what I love about this game, is that you can keep discovering, which I think is amazing. I'm going to go and grab some copper sheets, because we're going to get that power sorted. Copper sheets are here. But overall right now, we're in a pretty strong place, I'll be honest. Pretty strong place. There's definitely some more stuff that we want to get rid of and that we want to sort out, but we're picking up all of the stuff that we need. We're building up this entire stock room now of these components and these parts. And we're getting there. We're getting there. It's going to take time still. Got the circuit boards, they can go in. Plastic can go in, so we're making loads of them now. In here, we're going to be making... These are all automated, so we don't need that. This is where the steel beams are going at the moment. So I think we can kind of chill on that now, bring that back down to a standard level. But this is... That's the steel beam problem that we're having. This one as well, I think we just chill. Oh. We'll take this power out. We'll run at 100%, that's fine. Because they're being used for other parts. This is okay, we don't need to worry about this. Also, we've got so many of these encased industrial beams. In fact, I'd go as far as saying we can probably pause this right now. Just for now, we don't need any more for now. That's cool. It's going to do its job. And we've got enough cables. So that's it now. We just need to put some cables in here. Which should be in the end. We've got enough to go and build out our generator. So let's just quickly head out to do that. There we go. So much easier to move around now with a jetpack as well. Did we bring steel plates? Yeah, we got a few. Alright, so first thing we're going to need is water. We'll set up that second water extractor so we've got it. And we'll get ready for some more of these. Now we could overclock this a little bit more. That is possible. This one as well. That one already is. So I think the best way to be able to do this is going to be to... Well, first of all, we've got to figure out where the power is. It's there. Alright, so we'll put more power here, like so. I think we can probably upgrade that to a power pole Mark II. No, because we're missing the quick wire. We'll grab that later. We can grab that. And then... I have to put a junction in here, so we'll just take this out for the moment. Put a junction in here instead. H is the best way to do this. This nudge is such a good feature that they added. Okay. And then what we're going to do is put another one of these down. Just like so. Perfect. We're going to grab this, press H, stand inside it. Yep, that's where it needs to be. Perfect. We're going to do that even though we don't need to, because in the future we might add more. Alright, let's get all this connected up. Nice. That is actually in the same place, so I wonder if... Huh. There is a way to change the bank of it. I think it needs to come back a little bit more. That looks better. Doesn't need that on it. Oh. Alright, how's this working? Let's power this up to full. Now we have a lot of water coming through, so that's great. Can I help? Oh. Let's just go and grab some coal, because that's the next thing we need to do. Until we do that, we'll just take that. What are you doing up here, mate? If I chuck that coal in there, that should now be working. This should also now be working. Because all the water's in here. And that should also now be working. So now we're up to 700 capacity, which is amazing. Just need to keep that pushing out. And it's really just a case of making sure that this is done the right way. There we go. Okay. Easy. Nice and easy. Let's grab that into there. And then, moment of truth, is if we connect this up, is it all going to start flowing? Yes, it is. And not only is it going to flow, is it going to go up? That is going down into there, which is good. I don't think this one's working. That one is, and the M one is. This one is not. So, we need to figure out why not. Oh, I can see why already, because I got that wrong. Okay. So that splitter, even though it is in there, is no good. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we'll try again. That is better. That is better. Get rid of that one and that one. Exactly what we just did. That into there. That into there. And then right mouse button. Gets so quick at this after a while. Becomes so much easier. That should now work. There it is. Just double check. 55. 56. Perfect. That one is working. And that one is working. So now all we need to do is understand. This is a Mark II. How much does this all need? Well, this one requires 37 a minute, right? So 37 a minute times 6. Was that 37.5 times 6 is 225 coal. Alright. We need 225 coal coming down here. And at the moment we have 120. So conveyor belt 3 will be enough. We need some steel beams. We'll go get the steel beams. We'll come back. We'll upgrade these. Now we don't. Only level 1 needs to go in there. Down there, that's perfect. But we just need enough to bring this in. all the way down here. Now, for now, just as a starting point, and these are Mark IIs, this is fine. But as we start to get more going on, we'll quickly realise that this just isn't enough. And that is because that is just not coming through here quick enough, which is what we need. Okay. So let's just check this. That's good. Check this one. Needs more. Good, it's got some in there, but it still needs more. Okay. So it will keep going down, but that's fine. 712 is what we've got. So, and these aren't even clocked. We haven't even overclocked these ones. They're just running as standard. So that should be running at 3. So what we'll do is we'll take that one out of there. We'll put it in here. Doesn't matter which one it goes in. So that's going to be running at 3 and 3. And then we just, as we move across, we just start to add more as and when we need them. Like so. So now, consumption of that is 90 water. Let's have a look at what consumption that one is. 113. So, 113 times 6. $678 is what we need. What are we bringing in? 678 is what we need. We can only bring in 600. Right, I think that's what we are bringing in, 600. Yes. Alright, so let's have a look at how much we need and how much we've got right now. This is 113, so we press N and we do 113 plus. Then we press this. Come out of this, come over here. This is also 1113, so N plus 113 plus. And let's look at this one. This is 90, 45, 45, 45. So plus 90 plus 45 plus 45 plus 45. 451 right now is all we need. 451. Which means we've got 300 out of the first one. We only need 151 on here. Which means we could arguably take that out. And that's going to be exactly the amount we need for everything. And if I was to, because I believe this one's done, yep. If I was to top this one up now, that will go from 90 to 113, so an extra 23. So now I just need to remember to come down here and just add an extra 23 to this. I'm going to say 75, so I'm going, it's 174 effectively, but 174 will be a little bit extra. Which means we should see this number going up, not down. So it's at 125. Okay. We can go for 180. Just so we're slightly over. That should go up now. It actually looks like it's going down more than it's going up. I just want to double check we've done this right. We're not made a mistake. We're going to look again and see how much water we need. We know we need 113 plus 113 113. So that's going to be 113 plus 113 plus 11, which we know is 339. Okay. Then we've got 75. Sorry, no, 45, 45, and 45. So total needs to be 474. We should be getting 300 out of the first one, right? 300. Ah, how much can these pipes take? Mark 1 pipe is 300. So that's perfect. So that's fine. So this should be 174 because it's 300 plus 174, so actually this should just be 174, but we got no excess water in here, which is strange. And this should only be 174. Which means that these should all have now the exact amount of water they need in them, and it looks like they have. Because this should be pumping across all the systems. So I think we're good. I think we just got to 100% here. I'm just double checking everything to make sure it's correct. Which I believe it is. And that is... we're good. Now, I believe I've got a little bit more room here. Not much. I'm at 174, I can go up to 180, so not really that much to overclock this. But when I do have more power, I will need to come and do this. So I'm going to leave that in there just so it's there ready. And again, we need to go and get these Mark IIIs because at the moment, you're just not going to be getting any coal in these M1s. And it's actually going to start to go down. So we're going to lose power if we don't go and sort that ramp out. See, these ones are going down. This one not so much. And this one actually is as well. That one's okay, and that one's okay. So they're all good. Alright. Good starting point. With a lot of coal stacked up. That's all coming in quick enough. All we need to do now, get some of those steel. We should have some steel beams now. We're going to go and have a quick look. There we go. Now we got some. Now we're stacking up. I have to remember to turn this machine back on. Wait, which one? This one. Because that is obviously an important machine. Let's head back over and just finish that off. Again, the only reason we're having a problem here is because of how much we need coal-wise. So, for coal, we need 37.5, and let's just assume that is across all 6, right? Just to make it easier, so 37.5 times 6, 225. So we need 225 to be able to come in here. That is a Mark II. So we need to upgrade that to a Mark III. Okay. So even if this was what was coming in, it's not going to push down here quick enough. Because that's only a melt. So we're going to upgrade that to a Mark III. And now that should push down here. We'll upgrade this to a Mark III. And not that we need to, but we just do these as well. Because then they're all Mark III belts. And what we're not going to need, because it's only 37 coming in here, we're able to chuck 60 down here, because it's Mark 1. The 60 will be pushed down here, but we're only going to be taking in 37 at max, which means that's going to back up, throw down here, and that is all going to fly down here and make sure all of these are being topped up as well. So, this should stick at 100, which it is. It's not going down. So 78750 is our capacity on this network alone. Max is only 619 now, so we're in a good place. So that works. This is good. Nothing else we need to do there for that. It's missing modular frames, so we'll just top that up. But we'll just give it everything it needs. Let's see how we got here. 19, alright, perfect. We can actually push these out a lot quicker now, in fact. If we have those additional power that we need, let's just grab some modular frames from here. Look, we've got so many. So even though they weren't pushing in quick enough, that's fine. We can just top them up from there. Alright, so what is being produced over and above what it needs to be? I think it's these, right? Yeah, so I'm not even bothered about that being produced so much. This one, we're pushing this one out, but we don't need to. So we're just going to slow it down again now. Just nice and easy for a minute. And we're going to head outside. And we're so close, 25 out of 100. But we're just going to, because we can overclock this now, but bearing in mind it's already 94, right? So if I do this, and overclock this to 5, that's going to go up to like 130-ish. Maybe even more. We'll have a look, wait till it gets, once it gets to 100 and it resets, it will change. We'll know what it is. 184. I was nowhere near. I was nowhere near. Alright. Screws in. I'm going to manually add this stuff in. Just keep it topped up. Now it's making 5 per minute. So much, much better for us. Much, much better. Obviously, we need to keep on top of this. In terms of our power, as you can see, 633 out of 785. So we're in a better position now. We've upgraded our power and fixed that. We've got almost halfway through the modules that we need. So now the only other thing we need to do apart from this, we're going to wait for this. Again, we're not making enough modular frames at the moment, and that's a bit of a problem. In fact, we could even cut this off and stop it bringing these in here, just temporarily. We can just go up here. So that's this one here. We can just cut that off, and that means that these frames, when they come out, they're all going to go in down there. Now these are going like super, super, super slow. It's okay, but I want to speed it up a little bit, right? So we could turn this into like a Mark III. And it's just going to make them move down. Once they're in transport, it's just going to make them move down a lot quicker. They still obviously need to get up here, but once they do get up here, they're going to go really quick. Just for like that bit anyway, because there's just a lot of waiting around while they... obviously, getting them out and getting them in, it's still the same, but they're just going to fly down there a lot quicker. So hopefully we're not waiting as long. They're still going down, but hopefully not as bad. Screws are the real problem, though. We're just not getting enough screws. They're feeding in, but there's just nowhere near enough screws. So screws is going to be next on our list of things to fix. We're actually about to run out. So nothing really we can do about that. We'll get rid of that now because that was only a temporary thing. Definitely not how we wanted it to be. So we can pretend that never happened. Much cleaner. In terms of this now, got another 26 of those to go in there, so we're halfway there. I think by the next episode we'll be able to finish this off. I do need to go and chuck some screws in there though to make sure that happens. And so I feel like we've got a decent factory running now. I mean, it's not fully automated. There's definitely stuff we need to do. But it is better than it was. It's a much better position. So I think as we continue to just clean up these things, again, make sure this is doing 500 screws per minute. This just shows you how much we need. So this just needs a really big constant supply of screws. And frames, actually. The rest of the stuff's not that bad, but these frames and these screws, yeah, he needs a lot of them. But that's going to help by making 5 a minute, which means it won't be too long because we only need 50. So 10 minutes, that will be finished. And we can go and focus on, yeah, just finishing off the bits we need to finish off. And that's pretty much it. So, given the fact that we're done, we've covered everything that we need to do. I would say that we're close to finishing out tier 6. But we really want to make sure that by the time we get here and we are done, that we're not messing about. We don't want to be manually making anything. We want to have this completely automated. This is not efficient. It's automated right now, but it's not efficient. It's not working quickly enough. This is not a tool, so we need to put the stuff in the assembler for this as well. So, in fact, because now we've done the power, because the power was the real concern, right? So now that we've fixed that, we can put another one of these manufacturers in place. But, again, just look at what you need to be able to do this. So, we need 5 motors. I don't even know if I've got 5 motors. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that one to see if I can find. I've got 24 computers in there. That's nice. Maybe up on the roof, possibly. So looking for motors at the moment. All right, nice. So we've got the motors, and then we just need these heavy modular frames, right? So just checking out the rest of the stuff that we got here. Oh, I've got 12 now. 12 power-ups. Nice. We can go and finish off all of that. Screws, we're going to need them. Get a bit of that as well. Alright, we're good. So, this is obviously going to need more screws. More of these. We'll get that kicking in. Perfect. Now, if we can get just another 4 of those done, we'll put another one of these down here next to it. How many squares does that take up? 1, 2, 3. Wow. I have a feeling we're going to have to get rid of that and that. Possibly that and that. Okay. So I just need 2 more. We'll leave that there for now. Was there anything in the back of this? Just some fuel. Cool. We'll grab another one of these. And again, we're going to put this down. Just press H so we can make sure we put it in the right space. Has to go there. But then can it go back? It's in line with the other one. That's fine. We'll put that there. And we still get in and out. That's fine. And then this one we're going to use to make these high-speed connectors, or these computers even, sorry. So here we're going to need circuit boards. We're going to need cables. We're going to need plastic, loads of. We need to go and get some more plastic. And of course we're going to need screws. Let's pump that up. Overclock it. Make it go crazy. And then we just need to give it some power. That's probably going to be too much power, actually. I think we're really going to be pushing once that kicks in. Oh, we should be okay. Yeah, max is 718 now. Yeah, we're okay. We're under. But yeah, so this is going to make computers. We don't have enough plastic, though. So we need to now go back to the other place, and we need to start getting plastic coming over. So now, in the next video, when you come back, we'll go and get some plastic, and we'll send over the truck, and we're going to create a route and automate it so that it can just keep coming back. And we'll set up a truck stop here and there, and then we can create a little network. And what we'll eventually do is set up a little train network. So we'll just push over there, sort of line of sight. Because what we really want to do is build a network now. So we want to be able to go straight out in a train and across. We can actually do this with a car, and this is going to be our road, like this. But our road actually needs to be a bit higher. I feel like we need to get above everything. So yeah, that's going to be next video. Alright, thank you very much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. We've still got a lot to do. We're nowhere near where we need to be, but we are getting there slowly. We'll continue to automate. We'll continue to learn and play and have some fun. But for now, I'm going to sign off, and yeah, we're going to get the rest of them computers made up. So computers in there, we'll get those in there. This is the advanced production now. Again, this one is automated, but not quick enough. This one isn't automated yet, but will be. And yeah, that's the next goal for tomorrow's plastic. And then optimizing this so that we have enough resource coming in, so we're not waiting for all of these. But overall, we've made some progress today. I feel like we've made significant improvements to what was a very, very sketty base. It's still a little bit sketty, but it's looking a lot better than it was. And there's no clipping, which is the key here. There's no clipping going on. So we've really made an effort. All right, thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.